What's up, everyone? Welcome to episode 3 of Curious Minds. So, post recording, I found out that my audio for the first 20 minutes was chopped. So, I'm gonna do a quick introduction and then I'll go right into the video. So, for those of you who don't know, Rotlia, aka Celestia, is a yandere kitsune VTuber. She has a loyal audience on Twitch, which is growing faster by the day. She is also a professional voice actor and has been doing voice acting for over 9 years. Rotlia has done projects like Yandere Simulator and several fan-made Sonic projects. She is the self-proclaimed real-life Amy Rose. Ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Celestia. Now, we start off in a good part. She's gonna do my tarot reading, so that's the part we left off where my audio got back on track. So, please enjoy.
Can do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Called out though. My readings are almost always accurate. So.
Okay, because oh, we got New Meadow in the chat. Oh, I can't get distracted. Hey New Meadow. Okay, hi Tyler. But okay, so a tarot reading. It was interesting because 2 weeks ago, I've always wanted to get my tarot reading, but because I think the whole. Well, let me if I can. Yap. I love Persona, so like I know the whole Persona, like Arcana, and I thought that was so interesting. So I'm just like, okay, I want to do it. So I had a 2 weeks ago, I went to Texas, and one of my friends knows tarot reading, so she did my tarot reading, but she said that not everything's accurate, but the reading she did do on me was like so like wow, that's accurate, and it was just so cool seeing that. So I love tarot reading. Like if you can, I'm ready to ask away.
Yeah, awesome. Alrighty, do you want me to do a general reading for you?
Yes, do it. Let's do a general reading. I'm gonna get called out. Let's do it.
Gotcha. Sounds good. I did actually pull a couple cards already. Woo! Okay.
I'm scared.
It's okay. it's usually it's not supposed to be a scary thing. To get the town kind of scary hour, then that's but everything else has to it. This is looking like a really good spread so far.
A spread?
Yeah.
What if my future sucks?
I pulled. Your future is what you make of it. Truly, your future is what you make of it and how you decide to do it. It's all in the mindset, and we can get into that later too.
Please, because my mindset, we're gonna talk about that later. I'm so excited. I have a section for mental health, so I'm so excited.
Yes, awesome. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Get excited, Landy. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, I see.
I got the Chud Arcana, didn't I?
What was that?
I got the Chud Arcana, didn't I?
Chud Arcana. Maybe not. I don't think you're a chud. I'm a chud.
Thank you.
And I hate my stupid. Say that all the time just to be stupid, and it's so funny. Okay. First card I pulled for you is Temperance, and this one is upright, so it's not reversed. So basically, Temperance is about the stabilization of your energy in your life in general. You're learning how to bring about balance and moderation, or you're going to be learning about balance and moderation, how to juggle your personal life from the life that you want to start pursuing. You're trying to find the right balance. It's all about finding the middle ground between what you want versus what you have currently. So what it's saying is that you should allow your life force to flow without resistance. So kind of just going with the flow of the shifting of balance in favor of knowing that, hey, everything's going to work out in the end. You should always try to find a middle ground for stressful situations, and you should avoid extremes as to keep that balance. And of course, remain calm and level-headed throughout these decisions. So that was the first one.
That was just the first one?
That was just the first one. I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards for you. So that's how many popped out. So I'm not gonna deny whatever the universe wants you to hear. So
Okay.
Awesome. So the next one is the Knight of Swords. Let me pull that out for you. Knight of Swords. All right. So Knight of Swords on my card it depicts a knight who is on top of his noble steed riding into battle. So what the swords represent, it represents willpower. It represents action, in my opinion, at least. So the actual concept of the Knight of Swords is talking about how you have intelligence, how you're independent, true, you have sharp wits. It's saying that direct communication and unbiased judgment are going to be your saving grace for anything that you do, and it seems like you already have that. And then, of course, your decisions are more based on facts than emotions. You like to look at things, you like to separate your emotions from facts, which is what I like doing also, too. Um, People really value your opinion because you're able to dissect. Yeah, believe it or not, you're able to dissect the facts from the feelings. Henceforth, it makes your source and your knowledge and it makes your opinions a lot more trustable because you're looking at things separate from emotions. You're focusing on the facts and you're telling people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. So, it may also basically you might also this court or even better. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong one. Hold on.
You're good.
Basically, what it's saying is that you're not afraid to go against the flow. And the only thing that could be a negative thing is impulsiveness or impatience. So it's telling you to be patient and that wherever this horse that you're on top of is taking you, trust it. It's the right path. It's the path you need to be on. Even if stuff seems bad, trust the process, my friend. Trust the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You also got the Five of Pentacles. Pentacles relates to finances, in my opinion. Okay. Okay. This is where it's going to start to get a little interesting. Or the Five of Pentacles, usually it gets drawn in times or when it comes out of my hands onto my spread. What it usually does is it signifies financial hardships or negative changes in circumstance. So know that it's temporary, and as of everything, the circle of life continues, and that too will pass. So it seems with the Knight of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, it seems that you are storming out of a bad financial spot, and it seems like that is already coming. That is already going to be that chapter of your life is going to start to close, so you won't have to worry about that for a while anymore. So it seems like that's a very good thing. Then the Fool reversed.
The Fool? Oh,
And
shoot.
the Fool is never a bad thing. How it provides a lot of insight, though. Also going along with the Five of Pentacles. So there may be chaos, recklessness, or a lot of risk taking going on right now. Or somebody might be taking advantage of your naiveness, or you might be forgetting about something that you've been meaning to do, and it has just been on your mind whether you should actually go through with it. Or you might be holding back from something entirely because you're fearful of the unknown. Stay cautious of it, but don't let it stop you. Don't let it stop you from doing what you would like in life. Don't let your fear of the unknown limit you. Is basically that. Your next card is the Two of Pentacles. Yahoo!
Wahoo!
Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles reversed. You might have a lot of products going on, a lack of organization, or just a lack of balance in general. Once again, this goes along with Temperance. Wow. Everything is like coming back full circle. These cards are really going together nicely.
Oh, you have no idea. Like,
So,
I'm
am
gonna
I
let you do
calling
your
you
thing.
out?
I'm gonna let you do your thing. Finish up.
Gotcha. All good. So it's talking about neglecting other things or things that you're forgetting about, slipping through the cracks. Um, it's telling you, hey, ask for help. It's calling you out. Ask for help with and see if you can get help with deadlines or reprioritize your work to lessen your load or outsource tasks. My thing to do personally. Of course, I have the funds to be able to do so, and I have the connection to be able to outsource things. That is how I run my two businesses. Ask for help if you need it. Trust me, it's taken me years to even bother asking for help with some of my stuff. But I have people that are more than willing to help and have wanted to help, but have been screaming at me to ask me to tell me to ask them for help. And it's worth it. Trust them. You have people that are on your team and want to help you succeed. So if you need help, ask. You're not on this path alone. Awesome. And now we're going to go on to the Three of Swords. Righty, Three of Swords. Although you are experiencing some type of conflict, loss, lack of balance, or separation, there is a great desire to release pain, overcome sorrow, recover from hardship, and the life that you've always desired. There's a desire here that shows that you have drive to want to make a change. So, sharing views with other people, getting opinions, and being around those that love and appreciate you will help give you a little bit of a morale boost. Of course, reflecting on some of the stuff that's been going on and also letting go, trusting the process and trusting that karma will do its thing if somebody's hurt you, for example. Or just taking care of yourself in general. This card is about healing when it's in reversed. So it says that you need to work on yourself and make sure that you are happy, true, and where you are with your career, with your content. Because in my opinion, this is how I look at things. Why would you do something if you're not having fun? Life's too short to be miserable. It's my opinion, at least. Yeah. Awesome. The Page of Wands reversed is your next card. There's a lot of reverses here, but it's really good because reversed isn't meant to be a bad thing. It's meant to be insightful. It's meant to give advice. Yeah, Page of Wands.
Chad, this is getting good.
It is, yeah. So this is near the end of the reading, and there's a really uplifting. This is really uplifting at the end, and I really like these two cards, the Page of Wands and also the Six of Wands. So very emotional. Actually, no, this is Wands means more of like intellect, means more of like things going on with the mind. Cups are emotions. Swords is action, in my opinion, with spreads. So, Page of Wands. You may feel unmotivated or uninspired, or you may feel burnt out. You might have failed to launch a project. You might have had some major setbacks, or you don't find passion, or you have self-limiting beliefs where you are putting the bar very low and you don't think that you can break through it. What it's telling you is saying that think about what is holding you back in particular and focus on, once again, going along with the other card. Oh my gosh. It's saying that the mindset is the problem. In my biggest opinion, and this is what's helped me with content, I am my own worst critic. Everybody is their own worst critic. But once you shift that mindset and you allow yourself think of stuff that even if you never think you're going to get it, that there's a chance you might, that is when the change happens. That is when life gets so good. Let me tell you, we're going to talk more about that later because I feel like that might really help some people to hear about that. And let me tell you, it's the mind. It is the mind. Um, it stops a lot of us from chasing what we want to chase. But it's once you change that mindset, even just the slightest, it's the best thing in the world. It's so fulfilling and makes me feel so happy that I was able to break free of mine. But yeah, so it's saying that nothing is permanent with how you hold yourself back. And that will pass, is what it's saying. Quote unquote, nothing is permanent in this phase shall too pass. There was another card that said that earlier, huh? See how much these are intertwining with each other? Yeah, this is juicy. Let me tell you.
I agree.
And boy, I think you're gonna like this last card.
Oh,
So
one more. Okay, okay, okay.
there's one more, and this is my favorite card out of this whole spread. This is the Six of Wands. On Depicted on the Six of Wands in my hand, there is a guy riding a horse, looking around at all of his friends who are cheering him on, while he has a wreath on his wand that he's holding up into the air victoriously. After this mindset change, you are going to be in your non-stop winning season, my brother. You are going to be reaching success. You're going to be surrounded by all the people that love you. You're going to be achieving everything that you've ever dreamed of and more. And more. You might have fans, well-wishers, and a crowd of supporters. You are stable. You will be strong. You will have successful campaigns, and you are winning at every single thing you set your mind to. All because you changed your mindset. That's your reading.
That's your reading? Wow.
Yeah.
I want to like soak it in, but I have to talk. Damn it. Okay. So, so one thing I'm gonna say, and then I'll talk more about it. The fact that that was my final card is insane because when my friend who did my tarot reading 2 weeks ago, that was damn near the exact same card that she pulled last. So like for you to say this, I'm just like, oh my gosh.
You know what card it was?
Um, Dang it. It was a card where everyone was together. I think it was like wine in the middle, like a cup in the middle. It was like a cup card or something like that.
That must have been, I think it was like the eight or nine of cups, maybe.
Yeah,
Because that
but
would
it
make sense, because that cups are emotional fulfillment too. So, yeah.
yeah, like we have Numeto in the chat. He said I need Celestia to read mine on stream because God, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, well, so okay, what was her
Oh
weapon?
my God. Wait. Okay, sorry. I just happened to look at the bottom of my deck. You'll never get what two cards I just pulled after.
Oh, there's more cards to pull. What did you pull?
Oh, I don't know why. My gut was telling me to look at the bottom of the deck for some reason. I pulled the sun and the star. Oh boy, you have no idea just how good life's about to get for you, brother. I don't think you understand what these two cards mean.
I
So, the
don't.
sun, the sun card is one of my favorites. I've been pulling this a lot recently, and it makes sense why I've been pulling it a lot. So, the sun, it is the sun is about good fortune, happiness, joy, and harmony. It's like the sun finally peeking out of the clouds for the first time in ages and shining down upon you, and you feeling. It's like after a long, long winter, when you step outside for that first time in the nice, crisp air. That's exactly what life is going to feel like every single freaking day. It's about how everything is coming together and how everything is going to happen positively to you. It's all about positive outcomes, and the sun and the star, in my opinion, are the signs to me that you're in your highest timeline. Highest timeline meaning that you will get everything that you ever dreamed of or more. So that's confirmation. That's confirmation of what I said. So this is going to be a beautiful and warm time energetically, and it's going to get you once you're through that dark point. The sun is going to. I'm literally hearing, "Here comes the sun, do 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all
Seriously, all
right."
right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. This card. Every time I pull the sun, I say, "Here comes the sun." It's exactly what I. It's exactly what I hear in the back of my mind. And the star. Oh boy. You're about to be rejuvenated in terms of ideas. You're about to have a bunch of ideas coming to you. You are going to be successful. You are going to be on center stage like the star you are. People are going to know your name because you put in the hard effort, you put in the work, and you got it done. That's a fact. You put in the hard work and you continue to put in the hard work, you'll get everything you ever dreamed of. That's karma. It is. And karma's not always a bad thing. Karma is what you make of it. It's like I'd say karma is like an oven. If you make a good mix, if you make a really good cake mix and you put it in the oven for the right amount of time and you pull it out, it should be good, right? Karma is what you feed it. If you feed it good stuff, your karma's going to be good. If you feed it bad stuff, then you're probably going to light the whole kitchen on fire. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, wow, I'm so glad I looked at the bottom of the deck. Wow. That I'm blown away. I have not gotten that good of a reading in a long time. Wow. That's amazing.
Oh, I have to talk. Dang it. I want to just like sit in silence, just think about what just happened. Okay, so let me talk. Okay, so trying to process everything. Celestia, first of all, thank you for doing that. This, the more I do this, and the more people I surround myself with, like in the tarot readings, the more I just believe in it, and the more it's just like so beautiful. Because, okay, so I want to say something. Right, it escapes my mind. The fact you said verbatim, you are going to be rejuvenated with ideas, blew my damn mind. Because I'm gonna try not to get personal, but so I literally was telling my partner, Peachy, that I'm unmotivated. Not unmotivated, but like I have zero desire. Like, I feel really stagnant. I just I don't feel the same anymore. It's been like this for the past week. I just feel like a shell. And then she was like, but that's how ideas work. It will come and go. And I haven't posted anything because it's just like I just have zero ideas, and I don't want to, like, I just have no desire to like to just do anything. So the fact that you said that, I'm just like, whoa, like that's insane. Like that is insane.
Right?
And
All
and
in the
then
cards.
what happened?
It's all in the cards. The
It's
cards they're brutal. They tell you what you need to hear the most when you need to hear it. They don't hold
like
back.
you have no idea. Like, if for anyone that was listening to the past like 10 minutes, that was probably the most vulnerable I've been through Celestia's rating. Like the accuracy in that story was phenomenal. I'm gonna mention 2 points and then, like, move on. Number one,
Okay.
financial hardships. Oh my God, you have no idea. Everyone, that's always a sensitive topic. And the most I'm gonna say is I was gonna go to this one event called Coachella next week, but because my finances have been the most difficult it's ever been, I had to cancel, and I've been going for the past 2 years, and I'm just like, man. And then I just a lot of stuff going on in my life that's kind of been contributing to my idea. Which, number three, the third point I was gonna say, it falls back to like what you said. I'm gonna be motivated, and it's mindset. My biggest obstacle, oh my gosh, is myself. I am the worst critic, and it's just like, man, like, um, I'm gonna be honest. For like the past 3 days, going to work, I've been listening to motivational videos on my way to work, because that's how, and I want empty's a strong word, but like that's how, what's the word I want to use? Stagnant I've been feeling. I'm just like, I need to listen. I need something. I don't know. Like, I just feel so stagnant. Like, I just want to lay on the floor. Like, it's wow. Like, Celeste, your story was wow, phenomenal.
I'm so glad it resonated. Yes. And then I've been told that I have a knack for giving really good motivation to people.
Yeah.
So I'll see if I can give you some of my people say it's like a motherly words of advice that you want to hear from somebody
Yeah.
So I got you covered. When we get into that mental health part, oh boy,
I was actually gonna skip
this room's
right
gonna
to
be
that
heaving.
section. I was actually gonna skip right to that section because I have like two other I have like one section I wanted to talk about, but we talk about that last. But yeah, so mental health. I guess switching the conversation on you because of course you're my guest and um, I wanna respect you and audience know more about you. So Celestia, everyone has a story that we don't know about. Clearly, you know my story. But you've told me a part of your story. After everything you've been through, what made you want to start content creation?
Why? My life has always been chaotic in some way, shape, or form. I'm not going to get too deep into it because it is very sad and depressing, and I don't want to drag that energy into this room. Um, let's just say I've been in therapy since I was 4 years old, and I've been in and out of it ever since. So I've been through a lot. I have um, anxiety. I have depression, or I used to have depression. I think I'm slowly starting to get out of that, though. I haven't felt depressed the past 3 months, and I'm so excited!
Hmm.
So, I have minor PTSD as well. Um, yeah, let's just say that I had an okay childhood, not the best, but certainly not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Um, but it still was very heavy. I started content creation fully when I was in high school because all of my life I've always wanted to have a platform of my own. I've always wanted to use my platform for good, to help others, to inspire others to take a chance on their dreams. I've been doing theater since I was in third grade. I've been doing voice acting since I was 12 and I just turned 21. I've been I've been doing all of these for so long, and it's just I've known it in my heart this is what I meant to do. It's what I meant to do. It's why I'm here. I know that with a I know that for a fact. I wanted to start content creation full time because I wanted I wanted of course to give other people a safe space that they might not have access to in real life. I want to be an inspiration to people to do good deeds, to help other people in need, to follow your dreams, even if they feel impossible, because nothing is impossible at the end of the day. It's how possible are you to put in the work to get that done, to get things done, to how how much are you willing to sacrifice for that? And because I've never seen somebody else do that, come from a place of passion, come from so much hardship. I've never had access to those connections because most of those people who have came from hardship and built their life up in the ground up, they're millionaires. They don't talk with a lot of people who are currently in the middle of those phases, and that isn't easily accessible. So I want to, going forward with my platform, I want to become a creator so that I can give out the information that people don't, that they gatekeep, because I think that's so unfair that people gatekeep vital information from others because they don't want competition. It makes no sense to me. It genuinely doesn't make any sense. So I want to use my content not only to make people smile and laugh like I do with my skits, but I eventually want to get to educational content and truly talk about marketing, VTubing 101, how to become a voice actor reasonably, how to do all of these other things, because there's sometimes there could be a surplus of information, but when people listen to a bunch of surplus of information, they then hence feel overwhelmed. They don't know where to start because there's so many different possibilities that you give people. So I want to simplify that and provide my perspective that hopefully I too can convince somebody who is going through hell to go after what they've always wanted and change their life. That's my dream. That's why I started creation. I also started content creation. Another reason is because I'm going through, if I'm being honest, this is me being honest, I'm going through a little bit of hardship and I have no other opportunities. Like, I have nothing. I live in a town of 250 people. There's nothing. Not even the fast food places 40 minutes away are hiring. There's
Mm-hmm.
no opportunities near me. And I want to be able to, at some point, monetize my content so I can get my mother access to better health care. A little bit, once again, a little bit of a sad energy. I'm sorry to put this out there, but my mother is currently fighting stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. So I want to somehow, I want I want to provide for her. She's provided for me all of my life, and she's the only person that has for me unconditionally. And I want to do the same for her. I want to get her access to better health care. I want to give her access to a life that she'll never have to worry about bills ever being paid again. I don't want her to have to worry about whether she budgeted correctly for anything. I want to make sure that she's taken care of like she's taking care of me. That's another thing too. It's I don't want to become a majorly like wicked famous streamer who makes millions. I just want enough to be comfortable. I just want enough so where she never has to worry again
Yeah.
because that would make me happy knowing that my mama's happy. So those are why I started creation. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. And like I said, I like being honest. And one thing I tell people is that I can handle a lot of sad energy, happy energy. I don't really. I study psychology.
Uh,
So like I'm really used to these type of conversations, and even so, like it's funny because as someone who has a master's, as someone who has a bachelor's degree in psychology, it's interesting because I can know a lot about emotion. Like at the end of the day, I it's still hard. Emotions are very very complicated, and it's like you
yeah.
can study all about it, but like and you know why you react to certain things, but then at the end of the day it's like it's just so hard to deal with like sadness and anxiety and just mindset because oh my gosh, especially with since we everyone has their own reasons for consecration and especially doing it full time. And when the reason why we do consecration is to provide for someone else. In a way, it gives us more. It's like a double-edged sword. It gives us more motivation, but then it gives us more. It makes us feel more worse when we're not when we're failing, quote unquote, and then we're like, dang, like I'm never gonna be able to provide for X, Y, and Z if I'm not getting any money from this or if business is slowing down. And it's just
Right.
like, man, what people don't realize is that consecration specifically, a lot of people see that like the influencers, like the rewards, but then they don't see the editing, they don't see the recording, they don't see the scripting, the researching. Like
Right.
there has to be a passion if you want to do consecration behind it.
Oh, 100%. You have to know at least a little bit of everything, whether that's media production, marketing, search engine optimization. You need to learn hooks. You need to learn editing tricks and tips to get people to stop scrolling and engaging. There's so much that goes into it. And people sometimes they forget that all of it is a package deal instead of just one at a time. You
Mm-hmm.
have to know at least a little bit of everything. And it especially can be demotivating if all you're doing is talking to a wall and that's all you feel like you're doing. But if you have the proper tools and you have the knowledge, or keyword, you have the money to invest. Again, money is king, unfortunately. Money, as they say, money rules the world. If you have money, you can do anything, practically. Um, if you have those resources, the knowledge, or the money to invest, you're golden because you will get access to knowing how to market things properly. You'll know exactly what the algorithm likes, what content it favors, what the tips and tricks, and how the big dogs got big. You'll have access to that information. But starting off is it is the thing is starting, actually taking the leap to start. Because in so long, some people start projects and they don't ever like finish them. And a lot of it is stagnancy and overthinking, in my opinion. Because you get in your own head so much about, oh, what if they don't like this piece of content? Or what if Instagram Reels, the comment section, absolutely bashes me upside the head because I think they're cringe and stuff. It's it's really hard to even break through in the first place. And if you actually even start, you're already ahead of 90% of people because they don't ever take that chance and they care too much about what other people think that limits them. And they also don't think that they are capable of doing content creation. And that's what's that honestly, in my opinion, that's what holds them back. Because if you don't believe in yourself, at the end, here's a saying I have of mine. It's kind of sad, but it really puts some things into perspective. If everybody else except for yourself dropped dead tomorrow, who would love you? If you don't even love yourself, who would? So that's kind of how I've been choosing to look at things in terms of learning how to come out of a stage of absolute horrible depression, self-loathing, and feeling that I didn't deserve anything good for whatever reason. That's how I took the steps to be able to turn around my mindset and ultimately changing my mental health for the better, of course.
Because I was going to ask something. It is just out of curiosity. Do you think someone whose entire brand is, oh, being cheerful, being happy, oh, this is a cozy space, or, positive vibes only, do you think that they put themselves on a high expectation that they can't allow themselves to be sad? Because, like, for example, if I go to a happy creator and I expect happiness and then they're on their story like, hey guys, I'm going through it, um, do you think the creator put like a kind of barrier on themselves? I don't know if I don't know what if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think I get what you mean. You're saying like, do you think that they have such high expectations for themselves, as in that their usual audience will turn away from them because it's not their usual content? So it's mainly it would be I'm trying to think of the word. It's pressure on
Pressure, yeah.
themselves for wanting to stick to a certain thing and not quote unquote stray away from it. I feel like a lot of creators do that because they don't want to lose what they've already built. But here's the thing, we're human. We can feel emotions, and it's never a shameful thing to feel emotions. It's some people of course, some people are going to be jerks. They're going to look at Jimmy like, ah, you're just overreacting. Ah, you're not. We're human. Of course, some of us feel things deeper than other people. But at the end of the day, we all bleed red. We have feelings that we can't deny. Even if we try to, they still exist. You can't have the rainbows and sunshines every single day without a little bit of rain. You can't have a rainbow without rain. Yeah, you can't. It's impossible. You have to go through the worst of weather. It's like how we can't control the weather. Sometimes even the sky needs a day to cry. That's what I say every day it rains. I'm like, hey, sometimes Mother Nature might need a day herself. Let her cry. Girl's been working so hard. Let her cry a little bit. So I don't think people should, in creators, I don't think that creators should limit their negative emotions. Of course, they should be mindful of what they post when they're emotional. However, I don't think that nobody's capable of just being one emotion and no others. All of us have our moments. Everybody has moments when we get down. Everybody has moments where we feel demotivated, when we feel sad, depressed, sometimes even worthless. But some days are different, and some days you feel great. It's human nature, and I don't think that creators should have the pressure, should put pressure on them to only be a certain way in front of their audiences. Their audiences would love them regardless if they were around them, even if that means freaking through hell and back. Like, your audience is there to support you. Your audience is there to lift you up and to celebrate with you when you win. I highly doubt they would make you feel bad or at least the good ones. I highly doubt the good ones will make you feel bad when you're not having a good day. It's my
Hmm.
opinion. I don't think creators should be so harsh on themselves to be a certain way and act a certain way. Content creation is supposed to be fun, and it's supposed to be whatever you make of it. And of course, there's going to be days, but you your audience is there for you, not just for the bubbly version of you that's happy. They're there for all versions of you, the good and the bad, whether you rage quit on a game and slam a controller into your monitor, whether you start sobbing hysterically on stream just because you have a lot of pressure. They're still there for you. That's sorry, a little tangent, something I'm passionate about. So I sometimes ramble when I'm passionate.
No, and I love it. That's what this show's for. I love it. I guess speaking of passionate, we might be stuck on this question for a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and ask it.
Mm-hmm.
Celestia, what is one of the biggest takeaways from Sonic the Hedgehog that has aided your mental health?
Oh boy! Okay. Yippee! So this kind of goes hand in hand with the content that the one video that you invited me to. It was
That was so good.
Sonic X Shadow Generations, right? I love that video so much. It really I'm very happy that I got the chance to talk about that because it's something that I've struggled with for a while, but I felt like sharing my story might have inspired somebody, or if somebody else was going through something similar, it might have touched their hearts a little bit, just to even know that there's somebody out there that struggles with the same. So that's what I want to do through creations. I want to reach those people who are going through similar things and provide the insights that they might have not ever been told before. So the biggest thing that Sonic the Hedgehog, specifically Shadow, what he taught me and how it's his grief with Maria. Um, there's some parts of my story that I didn't share. I didn't share many details about it, but there was so much that was so similar. Um, and I really do feel like Shadow in that regards. My best friend was dealing with a lot of mental health things, and I hung out with him 4 days before. I was the last friend to see him alive. And for the reason that I was so harsh on myself when he passed was because I was the last person to see him alive and I didn't notice anything different. And I wish that I would have. And that's what really, not only that, but I told him that day that we hung out, I said, hey, if you ever need anything, if you want to talk, I'm here. I know life can be a bitch sometimes, but I don't want you to be alone. And I'm glad I said it. But it still hurts, knowing that I could have done something. What hurt even worse was that I was one of the first people to find out that he was dead. I was at work. I was working at the 99 restaurants, if anybody knows what that is. I used to be a waitress. So it's more of an up north thing, but it's a whole like restaurant chain. Um, yeah. So I was working there, working a shift, and I was on my break and I got a text from one of my other best friends from middle school. We were all very close. We were all in this massive friend group together. It's my buddy Jack. He texts me very urgently and says, hey, I need to know where Noah lives right now. He could be attempting suicide. I'm like, what the fuck? I saw this 20 minutes later because I just went on break at that point. So I instantly felt a pit in my stomach because, what everybody says, hey, the first 20 minutes are crucial. That's one of the reasons why I beat myself up really bad is because, hey, I could have responded sooner. If only I went back and looked at my phone sooner. So I texted him the address. I was panicking on the phone. My manager came back and was like, hey, you're late for clocking back in. What's going on? And I told him, hey, my best friend could be committing suicide right now. And he's like, oh, okay. I'll take every table in your section. Just go deal with it. Please go deal with it. Go make your phone calls. Keep me updated. And I'm so thankful for him. Oh my gosh, I love my old manager so much. So he took my table so I didn't have to worry about it. And then I was back outside of the restaurant, pacing like a madman, making phone calls to everybody in the front group. I'm like, hey, does anybody know what's going on? Trying to get information. And then I eventually get the call that he wasn't at his house. He was nowhere to be found. So I left. My manager told me, go. You don't even have to do your closing duties. Go clock out, please. Like that, he could sense something was wrong. So I left, went to go pick up one of my other friends from her work because she was also let go that day early because of the stress that all of us were under. I got the call then and there when I was sitting outside that Starbucks that he was dead. That he was found right over on the train tracks. I've never sobbed that hard in my life. And I called my mom crying. It was like the middle of the night. And it was like 10 o'clock. My mom's like, "Why are you calling me?" And then I broke down on the phone with her too. And both her and my stepfather were in tears too because he was a family friend. We used to take him on vacations and stuff. So, and it's I then a couple months later, after that, got back into therapy, of course, thankfully. But after a couple months, this Sonic 4 movie released. I went to go see it with
Sonic 3.
one of my other friends. Yes, sorry, yeah, Sonic 3 movie. Sorry, whoops. I'm too excited for Sonic 4. Apparently,
She's in the future. She's from the future.
I'm in, I'm in the future, guys. See, I literally am in Heroes. I have oopsies. Or does that make me silver? It's no use.
It's no use.
Sorry, I cope through humor. I'm sorry. I cope through laughing it off. So, yeah. So I wanted to go see the Sonic 3 movie, and of course, that movie was all about Shadow, his grief with Maria. Then I went back after the movie. I fell in love with the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise again. Got back, watched all of SA2's cutscenes, and then Sonic X Shadow Generations came out while I was working at GameStop when I got a new game and I got a new job. I worked at launch. It was so fun. So then I played it, and Shadow's story once again resonated with me, and how he felt like Maria's blood was on his hands because he couldn't do anything. And it, him learning throughout the movie and throughout the other games that it wasn't his fault for it, and that he was allowed to let go finally and not feel like her blood was on his hands, really helped me because I was in that same position. It taught me that I didn't have to live with the guilt of not being able to help. It helped save my life, if I'm being honest. So that's the truth. that's that's the most valuable thing Sonic the Hedgehog franchise has ever taught me, is that, even if you feel like you could have done something, it's not your fault. But yeah. Sorry, dark
Thank you.
topic, but
No, 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 not at all. Like I said, first of all, I just want to say thank you for sharing that. I know, especially with death, you're never really prepared for it. We know it's a
Mhm.
circle of life, but especially in this situation, it even hurts more because we beat ourselves up knowing that we could have done about it. So the fact that you were vulnerable enough to share that, and that Sonic the Hedgehog has changed the lives of so many people, including yours, it's just a beautiful thing because we look back and we're like, dang, like that pain sucked, and it still sucks, but it's crazy how I'm
Right.
still now. Like that, I'm that strong. Like damn, and
Yeah.
it's just really beautiful. It's funny because you said it's the truth, the same way you said in the video.
I forgot. I'm so silly. I keep forgetting.
And it was when I did my project for Sonic, for the Sonic creators, and when I saw your video, it hit so differently because it was funny because when I'm editing, I had Live Life instrumental in the background. So when
Mhm.
I saw your video and I had that music in the background, I had to like stop because I'm like, whoa, like this just hit different, first of all. And second of all, it just really is powerful, and it's really nice that obviously when you told your story, it made me kind of want to root for you. When people are vulnerable, it's weird because in a way I feel like I got closer to you because I'm like, oh wow, like she was very vulnerable. She told her story, one of many, and I just I'm glad that we're both writers and that maybe I can go as far as say that we're friends.
Of course we're friends. You don't ever have to worry if we're friends or not. What? I love making friends. Please be my friend.
I know that that word might be a harsh topic for some people, but friends. I don't want to assume I'm friends with everybody.
Assume that you're friends with me, damn it. If I talk to you, we're friends. Let me be your friend. I will cheer for you. Yeah. I'm musical.
The voice. Oh my God! Wait, I'm looking at my notes right now. I actually love that. So, kind of changing the subject. Where does your energy come from?
God, if only I knew the answer to that. I don't know, bro. Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know. I just kind of like pull it out of my butt sometimes. I don't know. So I guess I have a lot of weird humor, because I grew up with certain
Everyone.
YouTubers, specifically Cub Scouts,
Hmm.
from his Yandere Simulator playthroughs. Jay from the Cub Scouts, if you're watching this, you're that dude. Okay. But yeah, so I say a bunch of weird stuff, like I pull shit out of my butthole, like stuff like that, just because it's stuff that he'd say. So I guess my energy, it comes from a place of passion. I am a very emotional person, very emotional. Like I literally, I literally accidentally said I'm sorry to the counter earlier. Stop my fucking bad it is. I'm such an empath. It fucking sucks,
It
man.
responds back. It's okay.
I'd be like, what? No, no, I know this sounds bad. Another stupid fucking warm up. Another warm up. The one the one Guardians of the Galaxy 2
The
scene
what?
where
Yeah,
it's like,
I know exactly what you're talking
what?
about. What?
Yeah, yeah, and then the Snap Cube used that for their Murder Sonic the Hedgehog dub, and then the one sprite of Tails just goes, what? No, I know that sounds bad. And then I say that all the time to get in character. All the time. That's another one. I forgot about that. Sorry, I just wanted to add that.
Hmm.
But yeah, my energy, I guess it just comes from a place of passion because I'm genuinely happy in life and I have so much love and happiness to give to other people. And I want them to have that because I didn't really get to have that growing up. And I want other people to be happy when they're around me. And I want to surround them with unconditional friendship because I'm not a transactional person. I give because it makes me happy too. So the only thing I want to get out of it is the happiness that I see the happiness that I get when I see somebody else smiling. So I guess I'm just a chud also. So I guess that makes sense. I'm just a chud, bro.
I love that word. Have you seen the polar opposite stuff where that one guy was like, "I'm such a chud." You know what I'm talking about? The
I'm
anime.
such a chud. Yes, I've seen that, I think.
That's my
I
word
hate
of
my
the
stupid
week.
chud life, man. Just like let's stay dumb stuff in character to
Oh,
make people laugh.
I love the word chud. Before I talk about character and making people laugh, one thing I did want to say was I forgot. I'm such a bad host. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh no, the okay. So I was gonna say was as um as growing as a creator and you meet all types of people and one beautiful thing is just allowing yourself to be yourself and allowing people to be in your space, not necessarily gatekeeping but choosing who who to let in and who to give the appropriate energy because not everyone has good intentions. And
Right.
with one thing that I realize is that just meeting all types of people, just the right ones will bring out the best in you. So you're going back to your energy. It's like sometimes people who are quote unquote lesser, not level sense, but like lesser in the sense of like insecurities. Like you're very secure in who you are, I like to say. And then there's some people who aren't very secure where they might kind of like feel threatened or yada yada yada. But then others who are like very confident in themselves, like they know they rub your energy rubs off on the right people and then it allows them to be themselves, and it's just nice um to have a space like that, and that you're one of those creators that kind of allows people to be to be you, to be themselves, because I know not everyone doesn't not even creators, just human beings in general. Not everyone as open or they're not as flexible to deal with the many different personalities in this world.
Right, definitely. It's been a challenge trying to navigate social situations, especially with creators that I've looked up with where for a while. Like, it's been tough because I also have really bad social anxiety sometimes. So I'm like, ugh, I want to say the right things. I don't want to seem too weird at first. I don't want to push people away. I don't want them to be like, oh, Celestia's fucking weird. I don't know. Silly. I don't know. I just want to make people happy and make people smile, make people love themselves. Damn it!
That was targeted.
Yes. Yeah, Landy. Like I said back on that live stream, I'm gonna team up with who was it? Bianca? Whoever else was in the stream.
It was
Love
Bianca.
yourself now.
Yeah, it was Bianca.
Yeah. Bianca and I are tag teaming you at Expo. We're gonna be jumping you and just be like, love yourself. Love yourself now.
I'm gonna have her in a future episode, so maybe you can pop in the chat and just type in "love yourself." I'm like, whoa.
Love yourself now.
But yeah, I'm working on it. I am working on it. I am, because the tarot readings. I just gotta hop out
Good.
that slump. So
You better be working on it.
I am. That sounds very threatening. Okay.
Did you see my model?
You're what?
Did you see my model during that? I did something funny. Ready?
What are you?
Okay.
Oh shoot! Is that inspired by Danganronpa?
Perchance.
Okay, because I saw the pink blood and I'm like, ain't no way that can't be a coincidence.
Yeah, I also do have another one. Hold on, hold on, where's my toggles? I have a list of them like behind my monitor.
Mhm.
Number six. Number six on my keypad. Okay.
Number
I also have another
six.
reference.
Oh, is that Toko?
Gasai from Future Diary.
Ah, you know Gasai. Okay.
I love She's one of my favorite characters. So
That
of course
was
I had to do it.
that was like one of the first animes I did. How are you doing the VTuber stuff? Are you like pressing a button or you have to put a command?
Yeah. So
Mm.
I do it's all through VTube Studio. They're keybinds. So like this one is number 6 on my keyboard. This
Yeah.
one
Ah,
no, wrong one. You guys
Ball!
didn't see shit.
Ball!
You guys didn't see it. Fire! Fire! Yes, I also have another dumb one. This one is the star key. I became Minecraft sheep.
Oh my god! I am Steve.
I'm sheep. Yes, I'm bald. Everybody's calling me bald.
Dressed to impress.
Just to impress me, like. I'm so silly.
Okay. Oh, speaking of VTubing, okay. So one of the pros of VTubing that you said is being able to work from home, right? You mentioned way back in your content, and you mentioned it earlier that if you live in a small town, it's hard to drive anywhere because the nearest fast food place is like 20, 40 minutes. And I know you have a really big emphasis on having a community. How do you translate that into the real world? Or is the community much more easy to be active in the online atmosphere?
Ooh, that's a good question. Usually I do transitional content when it comes to my career because I don't like gatekeep that I'm an actual person behind my model. Yes, I'm human. Sorry to disappoint you guys that I'm not a nine-tailed
She's
fox in
real?
reality. I'm real. No, I'm just a hallucination, Landy. What are you talking about? I'm not real.
You know what I mean?
I'm an enigma in your mind. The enigma in my mind. Whatever the stupid Patrick quote is. I keep forgetting it. She's real.
Hashtag Celestia's real.
Perchance. Oh, I'll probably bring my stupid like little VTuber plushie to Expo and hold it out in front of photos and just fucking grip her. Just so funny. I was doing that at Florida. It was so funny. But okay, so back to your question. Sorry, side tangent.
Nah, you're good.
But my favorite thing is I love signing at conventions because that allows me to actually meet people through that have liked my voiceover, that have loved the series that I've been in, whether it's they like my VTubing stuff or my content through Instagram. It allows me to kind of combine all of that into one when I go to sign at conventions, because then I have so many different. I have the best of all worlds coming to my table, and I'm like, oh, where do you know? I have to ask, where do you know me from? Because I do so much. I'm like, where do you know me from?
You're everywhere.
Is it Yes, I'm everywhere, including your wall. What?
Ah,
What?
no!
Who
Oh,
said
no!
that? I wonder.
Someone press six, chat.
I
Not,
can press
I
six.
mean, not six. What? No, the bod one. Someone press the bod button.
Oh, the Bob button.
Bald button. I need to do my enunciation
Oh,
exercises.
who snatched my weave?
I just
You
imagine
made my
the Vine boom sound effect. Boom. Every time you go bod.
You know what? I should add that, actually. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna add the Vine Boom in. Sound redeemed. Got it. Noted. Vine Boom. Okay, got it. Alright. I'm taking that into account because
Boom.
that'd be funny.
Boom. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom. But yes, so women are real, perchance. You can't just say perchance.
Perchance.
Yes, women are real. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, I kind of combine it through conventions because it's easy to meet people. Thumbs up emoji.
Are you gonna have a booth at Sonic Expo or Boost, whichever one you're going to?
I think I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Expo. I'm going regardless, whether I get in as a creator or a voice actor or not. I'm going,
To both
but
of them, or Dallas or Atlanta?
both, yeah.
Mhm.
Business. I'm using it as a tax write-off. You know
Let's
how to do
go.
your taxes right. Tax write-offs.
You know how to
Hey,
do your taxes?
perchance.
Damn. You
Sometimes.
can't just say perchance.
Thank you. Yes, somebody gets my reference. Yes, somebody gets my reference. I say perchance so much, and then I usually go, "You can't just say perchance after," but somebody else said it for me. Thank God. I'm hitting the one image of Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid with the stock image. Hold on.
Oh, the.
So dumb.
What are you talking about?
Yes, you know it. I'm hitting that right now. I'm going. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's
Okay, another question. Let's say I want to get into VTubing. Can you tell me more about Suika's model?
Suika model. Okay, Suika's model is a pre-made model, um, basically meant to be customizable. So it has a lot of different features, all of which that you can use. The reason how you customize it is on actual VTube Studio. So if I were to break immersion, sorry guys, I'm not a fantasy anime girl on the internet. If you were to go to like settings, and actually I don't want to go to settings because I don't want to dox myself on accident. But if you go to
Handy
settings, there's like a
VTuber.
bunch of different like sliders. Yeah, and then you can just turn on what you want, turn off what you don't, and then you can like select the colors and stuff. It's actually pretty easy. I actually do have the Suika model. It's just I don't have it. I don't have it customized yet. I need to. If this would like to load, I do actually have it.
Wow.
Yes, I have to customize it at some point, but I do
Mhm.
have it. Go back to my regular model. That is going to blow up my PC.
Wow.
I'm back.
So
But
what
yeah,
model
so
did you? Oh, go ahead.
yeah, so that was the Suika model, the one that I just showed you.
Hmm.
So that is the one that has all the customization features and options on it. But yeah, you can change the colors of things. You could pick different outfits that she's made. It's all on the same base. And then what she does is in the actual technical terms, she turns off the layers through the actual VTube Studio app, and then you can just turn on and off what you want, what colors you want it, use like the color wheel and stuff, and you can really make it your own.
Interesting. Suika's model. Okay. Landy V2 Mark.
Yes. If you become a
So,
VTuber, hit me up. I'll teach you how to do everything. I'm gonna teach you.
say less, say less. Okay, so one thing that most people don't know about you, Celestia, is that, if I may add, you grew. a significant following in a short amount of time. You started VTubing
I,
really recently. Like, I believe you started back in December 2025. Is that correct or am I wrong?
so yes and no.
Hmm.
So I officially debuted as a VTuber. So I did my big debut event, which means that it's the start of a career
Yeah.
when a VTuber debuts. Um, I've been doing VTubing I've been doing VTubing since 2022.
Hmm.
So I've been at this for a little while. I was a couple of different VTubers before. Of course, I was corporate back then, and I was also in a couple other groups. Some of them I can say, some of them I cannot say who I was. But I've been here for a bit. So I officially started creating content back in December of 2025. Um, and yeah, I did grow pretty freaking quickly, and I'm just over here like, what the hell? Oh my gosh, I'm scared. I'm like, bro.
I was gonna ask, did the sudden growth change your strategy on streaming or content creation?
So basically, my change to it was that I wasn't posting enough. So I reviewed my strategies and I decided to go all in or go home. And I went all in because I don't want to go home. so so what I did was I posted every single day.
Hmm.
I've known Instagram's algorithm for a long time. I do marketing. So if that shows any insight, I'd be like, oh, this is why I should grow quickly. Yeah, it was marketing. And I also do have professional media production knowledge and professional voiceover skills. So I have the quality, I have the knowledge. That's why I grew so quickly, is because I finally put everything to use. Every single thing that I knew, I threw it at the board. I'm like, hey, what's going to work? What did I decide on? Does anybody know?
What did you?
Reshareable content. That is the strategy. Because Instagram's algorithm mainly operates off of reshares and story shares and saves. Because when you send it to your friend, it puts it on other people's feeds. Right?
Send this to your friend.
Send this to your friend and say nothing. Damn, twin, you're a chud. Lock in, man. I'm gonna fucking do that one next. Sorry, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah,
Am I
you're
good?
good. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, wait, am I gonna get slimed out later for this? I don't know.
Nah, if it was a problem, I would have let you know beforehand. But like, I didn't give you any
Okay,
rules, so have at it. Yeah.
fair enough. Ooh, what the? I'm losing my voice. Jesus.
You need some honey.
Yo, I need some milk. Don't actually drink milk when you do voiceover, by the way. It actually speeds up the production of saliva and mucus. Don't actually drink milk before voiceover.
I noted. I didn't know that. It's
Yeah,
so
don't do what
funny.
I did. I had a whole strawberry shortcake today. Strawberry shortcake sucks. Sorry.
Strawberry It was funny because one day I was watching your send this to your friend, and then it said nothing, and then like I'm just it was like those are the relatability or the share the what did you say Sarfanar
Yeah, so the reshareable. So if it's
reshareable.
reshareable.
Yeah, yeah, that was so funny because obviously with for shareable you want to send this to your friend and then like you want it to like be funny and relatable, and it's so funny because when
Mm-hmm.
I watched I watched one of yours came on my feed. I was doom scrolling, and then I get one that says send this to your friend and say nothing, and it was like I got you
I'm
doom
scrolling again.
scrolling. Like, oh shit, and immediately I
I
put my
want to do
phone
one.
down.
That's so funny. I want to do one at some point that calls a lot of people out because people either lie in bed or are on the toilet while they do scroll. I'm gonna be like taking a shit. I want to do one as Rouge. It's like the pissing all by yourself handsome meme. Because most people do. They do when they doom
Yeah,
scroll. They're on the toilet or in bed. That's just a scientific fact. It's just
yeah.
pissing all by yourself, handsome. Get off the toilet and flush. Make sure to wash your hands. Something like that. Something stupid. I want to do something stupid like that. It'd be so funny.
I'm just
But
oh
yeah.
man, those are funny. Those are always a great time watching them.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I work my hardest to make something stupid because I'm a chud.
So I love that word. Stop.
I'm gonna use it like every 5 seconds, every like 5 sentences.
God, I'm such a chud. So Chud
How do you
I
think
do
you're
want.
supposed to make that meme? Jaden! Sorry, I just looked at the chat for the first time. Hi guys, hi New Metal, hi Ben, Kenobi, hi. Hi
It's
New
gonna be
Metal.
exposed when you
Hi
make that
Jaden.
meme.
Why'd you say hi to Jaden twice? That one.
I really like Jaden.
I really like Jaden. I was on the phone with him at like 4 in the morning last night. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing up?" I'm like, "I can't sleep."
Oh, because Jaden's on West time.
Yeah.
So
Yippee.
with you do marketing. That was gonna be my last section I want to talk about. But before I do, there's one more question
Mhm.
I want to end off the VTubing section. So
Yeah.
this is one of your first videos, but what are pros and cons of being a VTuber?
Oh, pros and cons of being a VTuber, US. Okay, so fun. Privacy. IRL privacy. I am very much a thing for. I very much value protecting my family from weirdos online
Mhm.
because my family likes to be more private. They're more private people than I am. So I want to protect my family, and that's why I decided to also do VTubing. And of course, my voice acting name is not my real name. My real name, my first name is, my last name is not. That's because I want to keep my family safe. Because some people can be really freaking weird on the internet, and I don't want them exposed to that.
Oh,
So,
your first name's
yeah.
Retalia?
No, my first name is Megan.
Oh. No, I did see that in the chat a couple of times.
Yeah. Megan, Paul Megan is real. Listen.
Your name's not Celestia?
Give me back my hair.
Doom.
Dum. Dum. That'd be funny. I call her Celeste on stream. Yeah, you can call me literally whatever. I don't care. You can call me Rotlia, Celestia, Mimi, Leah. I don't care. I don't
Mhm.
care. I don't hide it. So yeah. So that's one perk is of course the privacy of your private life that comes with that. Um, Another pro is that you can make your own opportunities instead of shooting your shot to other people and hoping you make it. You make your own opportunities. And this is one thing that I tell people all the time to do through voiceover and through VTubing. Create your own projects if you can and if you have the knowledge and the time to. And then if it gets big, then you get the recognition for that already, right? You get the credibility for it. I mean, I own a voiceover studio that has been doing Sonic the Hedgehog content for the past like 6 months, 7 months almost. And we got monetized. Yep. And we only posted every other weekend, every
Wow.
other Saturday. Yeah. All because of marketing strategies. Yeah. Oh, voice crack. No one queso riff.
Yeah.
Seafood
Which
Alfredo.
one? Chicken Alfredo.
Seafood Alfredo. Wait, you and I are gonna be good buddies. Oh my god. I can already tell. Oh.
Yes, and I love queso. Oh my god, we're gonna be amazing buddies.
Yes, we are going to be so whimsical and silly together and spreading happiness and chaos at the same time.
And I'm excited for it, and also growing. So the last section for the show was I want to talk about. You've mentioned this a couple times, and it's something a lot of people in the chat, myself included, are very interested in. Marketing, a lot in business marketing. A lot of people want to obviously everyone wants to accomplish their goals, and especially with being a creator, number one, you have to learn how to leverage yourself. There's a reason why there's people who have like millions of followers barely make any money, and there's people who have less, significantly less, and they make a lot of money because they know the strategy behind it. So connections are key to building a sustainable business in social media or anything, period. What are some
Right.
avenues you would recommend others to build their social circle to improve their business?
So, my first tip with anything in marketing is to build a personal brand. Personal brands are irreplaceable, even with the big AI boom that's going on right now. Ooh, AI! Whoa! Thumbs down. Yes. So, even when a bunch of job opportunities are going out the way, basically, the one thing that AI can never replace is a personal brand in the human feel of a human personality. So, that is my biggest thing. Start meeting other people that are in your specific niche. Talk with each other genuinely, not because you're looking to network. Genuinely make friends. Treat it like making friends in and it's hold on, sorry, I'm having a brain fart.
No, you're good.
Huh? God, that was a horrible stutter. That was a horrible stutter. I just went. So that's yeah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but yeah. So that's my first thing: build a personal brand. Second way is to meet other people with your shared interests, with your meet other people that have like-minded goals. Because once you meet those people, then not only can you learn from them, but they also might be able to learn a thing or two from you. For example, everybody brings their own different information and knowledge to the table. For example, mine, marketing, of course, marketing, VTubing, voiceover. Yes, that's what I bring to the table. And some other people, like for example, Jaden points at you deviously through the chat. Jaden knows videography. He knows photo editing, and he has a cool motorcycle. So
And
yeah,
he's hot.
so there's a lot of just
Who
right.
said that? Who said that?
Who said that? Who said
Who said that?
that? Oh, one. It must have been the wind.
It must have been the wind. The wind. That was not me.
No, even better. Hold on, you a Zelda fan? This shit was not me. What are you talking about? Hey, sorry. Wind. I voice a version of Link called Wind, Wind Waker Link, in like a comic book. So that was him going, "This shit ain't me.
That shit is not me.
This shit is not me." I'm gonna start doing that every single time now. Oh, but yeah. So basically meeting other people that have different skill sets and out to them being like, hey, I love your content, asking for advice, interacting with them, especially through their posts and stories and comments and stuff like that, and doing that consistently, building those friendships is an amazing way to meet those social circles. And then one thing that once you have a little bit of a presence, at least probably around 5,000, 10,000 followers, cold emailing, cold DMing, there is an art to it. It is going to take time to learn. But sometimes even just stuff as simple as shooting your shot with things. You would be surprised. You would be surprised what you can accomplish. I can't say it yet. I want to talk about it so bad, but I can't. I'm under NDA. Well, technically I'm not, but I just cannot. I can't share it to the general public yet out of common courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
There was something that I shot my shot for, and I did not expect to go anywhere.
Wow.
I got the DM back saying that, yeah, sure, why not, from that person. And I'm like, and it's a big thing too. It's massive. I never thought that even just shooting my shot, I thought that nothing would come of it. You never know unless you try. So shoot your shot at what you always wanted. So really just messaging people, being like, hey, I want to meet more people in this sphere. I want to meet more people who like this thing. I want to share them your goals, your objectives, why you started this career. Really just being genuine and down to earth. That's what's going to get you in the right doors. And as long as, of course, it also has a little bit of luck. If you're in the right places at the right time, that also can be a big factor. Such as, for example, if you go to IRL events. IRL events are an amazing way to meet new people, especially if you plan on going to Sonic Expo, which you guys totally should go to Sonic Expo, by the way. Go. I'm going. I'm going whether it's going to be, whether or not I get in as a creator or a voice actor, or even if it's just general admission. I'm still going to go. Because I want to meet new people.
Yeah.
Because I want to get my foot in those doors and meet new people and connect with the people that I've already met and go hang out and do stupid stuff. So, yeah. So it's all about being at the right place at the right time and having the right intentions through networking. Because if you show that you're genuine, you're golden. People are going to love you because you're genuine. But you can't expect anything in return, is my thing. You cannot expect people to bend over backwards for you until you earn it. Because respect is earned. Respect, for me, I show it at the door with people. But if you give me a good reason to not respect you, then that respect has to be earned back.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about right place, right time, right intentions. You just be yourself. Be silly. Be whimsical. Spread joy. Yeah.
You you mentioned this, and I wanted to kind of talk back on that. So, I've also been dabbling in cold pitching, and it has worked. I'm not. It has worked. Sometimes I have some luck, and then sometimes I get ghosted. For anyone listening, and for myself, really, what makes a good and a bad cold pitch?
Whoa, good question. I can give you both. I can give you insights from both a businesswoman's perspective, so somebody who answers cold emails, and also someone who sends them as a creator. You
Perfect.
want to be vulnerable, but not too vulnerable. You want to share what you're about, what your mission is, to see if it resonates with the brand itself or the person itself. You want to do your research. So you need to be at least a little bit knowledgeable to where it shows, hey, this person actually isn't just in it for the money. If some people have actually done research, like if somebody was pitching me, doing a cold email to me for my business, for Porcelain Doll Studios, for example, that's the studio I run, saying, hey, I've been watching the dubs of the Metal AU for a little while, and I absolutely love how you guys did XYZ, how the videos are edited, how you managed to edit all the panels, and the actual overall quality of the voice acting, for example. Find things to compliment that person about. Complimenting is always a good foot in the door, but you gotta mean what you say. And once you get that basic research done, you can then leverage that to your oh, sorry. I'm losing my voice. Hold on, let me grab a little bit of water.
That's fine. Take your time.
I appreciate it.
Mm.
So you got to be knowledgeable about what you're going for, because people will be able to tell if you're just want to do something for the opportunities or for the money or for whatever other intention. So as long as you do your research, for example, when I did a cold pitch to another company, I told them that for example, I used to work for GameStop, so I'll do this as if I was doing like an ambassador pitch to them. I used to work for GameStop back in XYZ, back in that year. I love the values of this company, and I was devastated to be let go in that year. However, this job has taught me a lot of valuable information, and I still very much believe and follow the company's values. Since I have a lot more insider knowledge about the company, it allows me to be able to be more knowledgeable on subjects about your products, because I am familiar with the pre-order systems. I'm familiar with different toys and collectibles and different video games and manufacturers and the overall process of pre-ordering, which could boost potential sales, right? So then you go back into it. Then you state what you want, and you got to put everything up front. People don't have time to be answering a bunch of emails. You got to give all the information to them out the door, because it minimizes the amount of contacts, the amount of emails back and forth. It saves a lot of time. And people really in the business world, they value time. The one thing that like millionaires use money for is to buy back their time, so that they have more time to do things. They outsource tasks, for example. So allowing somebody to have more time back to do other things is what's going to sell you. So for example, you give them your rates out the door, even if they don't ask for it, so that they can plan for it and ask immediately, so that it's not just a bunch of looping back conversations, being like, oh, I'll ask about it, I'll see that's in their budget. And if they're not interested, then that saves you a lot of emails back and forth also. That saves your time. So everything that they need out the door, the media kit, brand kit, that includes any examples of your work, that includes a website, that includes all of your socials, anything that they could ever possibly need all in one go, right there, they have it. And that it's a very good thing, because then, once again, time. Time is always the thing that every businessman wishes that they had more of. Time. So that's my advice for a very good pitch, is to butter up their biscuits a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, to show that you're knowledgeable, to show that you're trusted, that you've done your research. Introduce yourself, be brief, give a little bit, not too much, but don't over. Ow, I just slammed my head onto my microphone. Ow, that hurt.
Oh no, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a thick skull, I'm good. I hit my head so hard, my bald. Whoopsie. Oops.
Doom.
Okay. I got my wig back on again. We're good. My ears also detached. I find it funny that my ears also my ears are missing.
Everything.
But my eyes. Yes, everything's gone. I am nowhere to be seen. I am an hallucination. But yeah.
What's
So
going on?
everything. I don't know, man. I'm just being silly. But yeah, so good cold pitches. Butter up their biscuits, not too much. There's always a sweet spot. Oh, and probably
Mhm.
like three to four sentences to show that you're at least knowledgeable on the company's visions, their goals, and you can find a lot of them on their websites. Actually, at the bottom of the About Us page, and some of them might also have like quarterly pages. I know Sega, for example, they have like a bunch of their um, company goals as like executive goals that they've had for ages, show their values as a company. Some of them actually have like real like web pages with them on it. So a lot of the time that information is easily accessible depending on the brand. Um, Saying how you value their products. If you have a personal story about how their product changed your life, share that. They like personal stories because they know it's going to resonate with people and it's going to be very good for sales. Because if you have a personally really good experience with a product, then they know that their product, their brand, will look good on you because you are actively advertising it with positive intention, saying that, hey, this helped change my life. So that's a really good way for a cold pitch. But for bad ways for a cold pitch, it's just going, hi, can I do this? You don't give an introduction. You don't give rates. You don't give any media kit. You don't link your socials. You just kind of give a DM or an email. You're just like, hi, I'm interested in having a free product, and I can give you a video in exchange. They already know that you want the product for free. They don't know who you are. You have no credibility if you're just going at it blind. That's the biggest thing that these brands want. They want credibility because if you think about it this way, put yourself into the brand shoes. If some random person DM'd you wanting one of your products that you would be taking a loss on, nonetheless, that you would not be making money, you would be losing money through this, and they don't have any form of credibility, they don't have a track record of good content or content in general, they didn't even bother to you, they didn't bother to give you, would you want to give that person, would you want to trust that person with your brand? Would you want to trust that person with giving them a free product in exchange for representing your brand? Probably not. So 9 times out of 10, you gotta think like a business person in order to get business opportunities. So give them everything out the go. Be like, hey, because you know they're busy. Give them everything they need out the door, and bada bing, bada boom. It's just you've already saved them time, and they already respect you a lot more for that because they know. Because again, it's going to take at least 5 to 6, 7 emails to get all the rest of that information if you didn't include it anyways. So might as well skip that step, right? Those are my tips for good and bad cold pitches. Yeah, just be confident in yourself. Also, a big thing. Be confident in yourself. Be confident, and yeah, be down for negotiations, but don't negotiate too low because you got to eat too.
Yeah,
So
I need to.
yeah.
Because it's really very insightful the information you just gave. What I've been doing recently is video pitches. So I send like many emails, and it's just like, man, I kept getting ghosted. I must have been saying the wrong things, or like what you said, they don't have any time, so I got ghosted. So I went to like this creator event, and ever since that event 2 weeks ago, I've been doing like video pitches, and I have this one case that really helped me out. So there's one brand, I can say it, Elbow Suits. I've been wanting to work with them for the longest. Like I sent like 3 emails, I sent a DM, like 3 emails. So then one day I sent them a video pitch. I dressed up, and then not to my surprise, they were like, "Wow, we've never gotten a video pitch before. Yeah, we would love to send you something." And then I just got the package in the mail because it's a long story. My first package got lost, and they weren't gonna send me another one. But I'm just like, wait, trust
Oh,
me, bro, trust me. So they sent me another one. But so video pictures have been helping me out. What I was gonna
mhm.
ask you is, has what is a big marketing red flag that you see on social media?
Big marketing, big marketing red flag that I see on social media is anybody who is money hungry, interaction hungry, so hungry for it for the wrong reasons. If they mention anything about finances, about wanting to make money for social media, in the sense that they don't want to give anything in return. Everything is it's the law of equal exchange. You can't get anything without giving something.
Mhm.
So if you see people complaining all the time about, especially over in VTuber Twitter, this isn't to shame anybody or call people out because you're more than valid to have your own emotions about growth, about how slow growth is, because it's a tough battle. It is genuinely, but the thing is that it gives a bunch of red flags if all you ever do is do post. If all you ever do is just post negatively and you don't even believe in yourself. If you complain about numbers is one of the biggest things. Um Nobody's going to want to support you if you're just complaining like every single like day. Of course, you can get absolutely discouraged, especially when it comes to like big events. Like if you posted a debut trailer and your debut trailer didn't go good. This is what happened with me. You know, I spent a lot of time. I spent a whole year planning my debut, and only for Twitter to just kick me but go, ha, no, no. And I posted that, and then all of a sudden it exploded. And I'm like, what? Yeah, it, 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 some stuff can get discouraging, but don't make being negative your whole personality because then it's not going to turn out too well.
Mhm.
It's my biggest red flag is if you want to get something without giving something up for it, you can't, as a content creator, you can't make money from content creation if you aren't willing to create content. It's my biggest one. You
Crazy.
can't grow a following if you aren't willing to make content. You got to give something up in order to get something. You know,
Mhm.
you got to do something. So, yeah, those are my biggest red flags. And my other biggest red flag is clickbait. And this is, of course, some algorithms' favorite, but I don't like how scummy and misleading it is. It feels scummy to me from a creator standpoint. I would feel bad for misleading somebody, but that's just who I am. So I don't know how to feel about clickbait either. Ooh, sorry, losing my voice. But
I'm sorry.
yeah,
No.
those are some of my marketing red flags.
Mhm. So, if someone were to go to YouTube wanting to better their social media marketing skills, what would you recommend they search up?
I would recommend learning about just marketing 101, starting with the basics, learning about social media marketing and business. Business. Treat this, I tell this to everybody, treat your social media like a business, brand like a business. Do public relations, have all this stuff, have the common sense of what to post and what not to post. Like, for example, you probably should be posting NSFW stuff on main. Like, if you want to get big brand deals with other, did you just say, oh dang it, did
I
you
said
just say wah
no.
wah to let,
I said on main like I was chuckling.
oh,
And
I thought you said, oh man, I'm like, what?
no,
Like, it's not
no.
20th century.
I said on main, implying that like don't do it on main, but you can do it on the side though.
Oh, if you have a side channel, absolutely. Like, if you have one that's not associated with like a big one, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. I can't tell you. I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what you can and can't do. I can just give you advice. I'm not your mama.
Yeah. No, only
But yeah,
Lanny's incoming.
only land, only lands, bruh.
Only
Imagine
lands.
you name it only lands.
That's a good one. Only lands.
That is pretty funny. I'm surprised I thought of that.
No, no, no. Don't type that. Okay.
Only Oh, I'm dying. I'm
Okay. I
fucking dying,
guess
Mr. Squidward.
no, 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 SpongeBob, don't die. Okay, I guess to end it all off, I want to ask you two questions. Because I know you're losing your voice. So these are the last two questions I wanted to ask you. Number one, what is the best piece of advice you've received?
The best piece of advice I have received in terms of content creation is as long as you are passionate about it and as long as you can be so delusional that it hurts, you are going to succeed. If you put in the work, if you put in the mindset, you have no reason to fail. My other biggest piece of life advice, for this is coming from my point of view, my perspective. It might not resonate with you. You don't have to use it. Take it or leave it. Is that if I forgot it. I forgot it. No, it left my head as soon as I was about to say it. Oh,
It
okay.
was the best advice I've
I'll
ever
give.
received. I'll never forget it. I forgot it.
I'll never forget it. I forgot. Yeah. So I'll give another piece, and hopefully it'll come back in my mind since it's kind of adjacent. I think. So you gotta want what you want so badly, more than anybody else you've met. You gotta be so driven to want what you want that you will not stop, even if things throw you back. I've remembered it. It's going along with that. There is no such thing as failure. Put that possibility out of your mind. There is no such thing as failure. You either succeed or you learn.
Yeah,
There's no such thing as failure.
That
Truly.
Nelson Mandela quote. It goes, I don't I don't lose. I either learn or I win. Something like that.
Exactly. And that's the mindset you got to go at it with. You cannot fail. Why are you so scared of failure if you can't fail? On all of my stuff, I work so hard to where it is unreasonable for me to not succeed. I work 10 to 12 hours a day at my PC. A day. I work so hard because I want it so badly. Because I have the drive to get things done. Because I have so many ideas. Because I work on a lot of stuff too, also. So that doesn't help. But you gotta be so confident in yourself and so confident that you are divinely protected. So delusional about this stuff.
Mhm.
But once you shift your mindset to that delusion, it is your superpower. Use it. Use your mind. It is a superpower when you know how to use it. And I was talking to my mother's boss. He owns a multi-million-dollar company. He even agreed with me on that. Your mind manifests your reality. Everything that comes out of your mouth, every single thought you think, that manifests directly what your reality becomes. So if you say bad stuff, that's going to be what your reality turns into. Best way that I changed my life back in December, I changed my mindset. And my life has been I've been on my nonstop winning streak. I started cutting out every single time I wanted to complain. I stopped complaining. I stopped saying bad things about myself, about other people. I cut all that out of my life. Yeah, do you have to catch yourself the first couple times? Yeah. But once you stop doing that and you kind of shrug it off instead and you say, oh, well, it could be worse. Oh, well. Oh, well. Happening for a reason. Oh, well. Shrug it off. That's what changed my life. That is what I believe helped me grow at the speed that I did. Was because even when some of my videos tanked, I just said, oh, well. I got back up and I got back to work. And I learned more. Another thing, continue to learn. Don't ever stop learning. Even if you think you know something, even if you think you know everything about something, you probably don't. Keep learning. Keep learning, keep practicing. Practice doesn't make perfect, but it makes pretty damn close to it. Keep practicing, keep learning, and change that mindset. Because once you change your mindset, you change your life. That is my biggest piece of advice. is once you learn to change your mind, you change your mindset, you change your life. Everything becomes good.
I guess you gotta live and learn.
Live and learn, hanging on the edge
Edge
of
of
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Live and learn.
Sorry, when you said you gotta learn, I was itching. I'm like, I have to say it. I have to say it.
Like, the demons, the demons.
The demons. Ah, it was like the
Stay in
Green
the box.
Goblin mask.
No. For real, bro. It's like, stay in the box. No. Stay in the box. No. Get out of my skin. That one. That meme.
I know it's-
The best advice I've ever gotten was, yo, mama, no metal. I'm gonna send you one of my reels later, bruh. He sends, after I post him, he always sends them to me in DMs.
Ignoring new metal. What is the worst piece of advice you've received?
Worst piece of advice I've ever received is that money is the key to happiness. It's not. Your mind is. Money can buy happiness. It certainly can buy happiness if you have enough of it. But money is also the root of all evil. It's always that. And also dragging other people down or trying to step on other people, absolutely not. It's biggest. Somebody tried telling me before that in order to get big, you have to really want to be selfish. No. What? I looked at them like they were freaking crazy, and I'm like, you are insane. No. No. Also, here's advice. I actually talked to my mother about this the other day, so she actually, no, it was yesterday. We talked about this. There's only two types of people you should take advice from. One is if they're happy in life and where they're at. You do not want to take advice from someone who's miserable. Two, someone who has a lot of money or is successful. Those are the only types of two people you want to take advice from. In my life, my experience. Or even better, you know what? I'll add in a third. People who have been through hell and back and managed to pull themselves out of it. That's a third. Those are the only types of people I would take advice from. Those three. And if they aren't happy with themselves, why would you take advice from someone who isn't happy at where they're at in life? Why would you take advice from somebody who isn't successful in their endeavors and decides to give up? Why? It doesn't make sense. Another piece of advice, be a bad person. Don't be a bad person. Do not be a bad person. The more goodness you put into the world, the more goodness is going to come back to you. 100% guaranteed. That is just karma. That is the Wheel of Fortune. If you're familiar with tarot, the Wheel of Fortune is literally the karmatic cycle. It is what you put into it. It is not about, the Wheel of Fortune is not about winning the lottery. It is about buying the ticket. It is about putting in that effort first. You have to give in order to receive. Is one of my biggest things also. So, learn, live and learn.
Live and learn.
Live and learn, legend. Be kind, and continue to learn about everything. That's it. Tag yourself, guys. I'm the third one, bro.
New metal. So in summary, guys, live and learn, and make sure you open your heart and don't be afraid to tell the world what you're made of.
Even better, reach for the stars. You never know what you could get. Reach for the stars.
There's endless possibilities.
I want to perform that song at Sonic Expo. Endless possibilities. Yes. We're such nerds. Yes.
We're such chuds.
We are. Gotta hate my stupid chud life. Become undefeatable. Find your flame. Yes.
I'm here.
I was about to say I'm here, bro. Get out of my head. You're stealing my brain cells. You're munching on them. What the heck? I need some of those for tomorrow.
Okay. That being said, that is all the questions I have for you. Celestia, is there any closing remarks you want to tell the audience?
Believe in yourself. You don't give yourself enough credit at the end of the day. Well, I'm gonna believe in myself. Yes, yes, yes. Sonic reference again. Ha ha! I wasn't even attending at that time. um, believe in yourself. Once you change your mind, you change your life. Show others kindness. Be unconditional. Love with all of your heart. Do everything that you have with all of your heart. Live for those. And this is one thing that connects me back to my best friend who passed away. Live for those who cannot live for themselves. Go after your dreams because you only live once. Do it for those who couldn't wake up to see today. Do it for them. Because I guarantee they would be thankful for that. They would smile seeing somebody else reaching their dreams because they weren't able to. Ow.
Bless you.
I'm dying. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, do what you always want. Learn, continue to learn, and always strive to wake up and always be a better person every single day. Every single day. Try to do one good thing for the world. That's how you change it.
That's how you change it. All right, Celestia, from talking about VTubing, from talking about social media, marketing, mental health. Thank you for the conversation. Celestia,
Of
where can
course.
the yeah, thank you. Celestia, where can the audience find you?
I am over on Instagram, Instagram.com/Rotlia, Rotlia. Yes. And then I'm also on YouTube, same handle, Twitch, same handle. I'm also on Twitter, but instead of an O, it's a zero because somebody took my username. Gosh darn it. And TikTok also. You can also find me on my voiceover stuff at Megan Souza VA at Megan Souza. Hold on, I almost said at gmail.com. I almost just said my Gmail. Whoops. Megan Souza VA. I'm also over there. I'm on Twitter.
X.
Whimsical and silly. You guys are following Landy to the people from my chat. Follow Landy or else I'm jumping you next stream. I'm gonna be underneath your bed and I'm gonna start tickling all of your toes tonight. Not in a good way. You're not gonna like it.
But I guess that being said, I'm your host, OK Landy from Curious Minds. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube at OK Landy. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we hope to see you for the next episode.